All right, today I'm filming some of my player collection binders here, but I do want to show off a sweet pull from yesterday. My fiance now pulled this card out of a Bowman Mega Box. It's funny because I told her she should be looking for autographs and cards that are different colors than this color down here, because that's the best way to describe it to somebody who doesn't really know about cards. And she opens the box and she's like, I don't think I got anything good. And I'm going back through it and I see this card and I'm like, that doesn't look normal. So it's an image variation mojo from this year's Bowman, of course. And surprisingly, it's on eBay right now for $250. So I will be probably selling this card, but definitely one of the best pulls I've gotten probably ever. So we're going to start with my Young Mariners binder, is what I call it, on the side. Not all these guys are young anymore. Not all these guys are on the Mariners anymore. So, got Kelenic here. Man, this card was a big deal when it came out. The shine on it. It was going for, $30, $40, $50 online at the time. And then he kind of fell off last season, so I picked it up for, I think $13. And then here's the regular one. Just all kinds of rookies here. I bought when Kelenic was down, and I kind of stayed away when he was hot at the beginning of his career. And, he kind of fluctuates. Like, sometimes he's playing well, sometimes he's not. And, I don't know what kind of player he's going to wind up being. I think he has a lot of steals this year, which is pretty cool. These are different, yep, because one's opening day. Here's kind of some pre-rookie stuff. What do you guys call cards that come out before a player debuts in the big leagues, before their certified rookie card? Do you call them prospect cards? Because, technically that is what they are. But I call them pre-rookies because they've made it to the bigs. Like, for example, Drew Jones, all his cards right now to me are prospect cards. But until he breaks the big leagues, when he breaks the big leagues, he will become, all those cards will become pre-rookies, if that makes sense. I'm really trying hard here to get this upright, and it's not cooperating. Here we go. So I had this auto, and yesterday I picked up another card in this binder that I'm going to show you, but I didn't have the base version of the card. I thought that was interesting, because I bought the base version yesterday thinking, oh, it'll probably already be in here, whatever, it'll be a duplicate, I'll just eventually sell it back, and then, nope, turns out I needed it, which was pretty awesome. Gilbert's a great pitcher. I think he could win a Cy Young someday, and I'd love to see that, for obvious reasons. So we got some Julios here. Lots of Julios. I love these big league fun box inserts, whatever they're called. That's what I call them. Clearly, the Donruss clearly up there. Love that card. It's pretty sweet. Then we got a UFO here. This one's cool. And then Bowman Platinum pulled yesterday. George Kirby. We got some cards of his coming in soon, I think. A numbered card or two. There's a Finest up there, Aqua Shimmer. And then a gold debut on the back. Then here's what I meant by not so young and not a Mariner anymore. Here's Kyle Lewis. Some pretty cool cards of his. I hope for obvious reasons, I hope he turns out well for the Diamondbacks. I don't know if he's hurt right now, but I know he's hurt a lot. So if he is hurt right now, it wouldn't shock me. All these Kyle Lewises. I love stadium clubs and the way that they show the coolest shots. There's his first Diamondbacks card because Topps doesn't. What I don't get it. They like certain players are the biggest cards in certain sets, and then 3 years after they're in that set, they're not in Series 1 of regular Topps. And it's so annoying because it's like you'll put in a completely worthless random player. Like, I don't want to say worthless, but you'll put in somebody that nobody collects in Series 1 Topps. But you won't put, like, for example, Jared Kelenic this year. I don't think he's in Series 1. I don't even think he's in Series 2. Like, I get it. You have to put stars in all the sets in order to sell the cards. But, like, come on. Ridiculous. Roy Halladay collection here. Everything you're seeing here is numbered or a relic in these first couple of pages. And then it shifts. And for most of my PC cards, that's kind of how I set my binders up, is that the relics and the numbered cards are at the beginning. That Portraits is really cool, numbered to 100. And then I go into, it's not perfect yet. I gotta get this better, hold on. It's not perfect yet or anything like that, but trying to put together the base Topps run from every year. Halladay has been in, I think, one Topps set, and it's 2019 since his death. And, I don't know if it's a legal thing or if Topps has like a rule where they wait a while after a player dies to put their cards back in sets. I'm not sure what it is. But for a pitcher like Roy Halladay, who, like, Blue Jays fans, like, this is, like, one of their big guys. Like, give me 10 of the greatest Blue Jays of all time and tell me Roy Halladay is not on that list. And then for the Phillies, like, the Phillies have had a lot of great pitchers, in the past 10 years. I mean, Cliff Lee played there. Cole Hamels was their ace forever and ever. And then just casually gets Roy Halladay, in 2010, was it? Or 2009? And then, you have a future Hall of Famer on your team. So we've also transitioned away from the numbered cards. I feel like I already said that, but, just want to repeat that. This is a short print up here. That should be higher up in the front. This is one of those... it's significantly dinged in the bottom left corner. Damn. Maybe that's why it was so cheap. It was a wrapper redemption, I think. And then there's a relic there, casually. That should be up higher. We got a numbered rookie card down here to $2.99. We actually got two of them, one here and one here. I picked them up at a show on the same day. So at one point, one of those cards was in my hand when I bought the other one. And I don't know why I didn't realize I bought duplicates, because I usually don't keep dupes. I usually try to sell those. So, and I might try to sell one of those. We'll see. I mean, I don't really need to. So that's kind of been my philosophy with all my PC players, is like, why do you need 3 or 4 copies of the same card of the same guy? Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. I'm going to put that up there. All right, so here we go with Ichiro. Once again, rookie cards. Everything here is numbered or a relic. This one's really cool, from Yankee Stadium, from the same year, 2008, that it closed. Short prints here. More numbered cards. Up top, that one's numbered to 99. I didn't even realize that was a green parallel. That came out of Archives up there in the top right, and had no idea it was a parallel, and just turned out to be one. There's a Bowman First. I just got this recently, glad to have it. I don't even remember. I think I got it for real cheap, and I was surprised at how cheap it was. Numbered here. We got some chrome refractors and some base series tops, more chrome refractors. So, yeah, obviously we've moved out of the numbered card section. Here's a short print. That's not a short print, I think. You know how you could tell you were getting a Juan Soto rookie, though, was that this card was the indicator. Once you saw Ichiro, you knew you were getting Juan Soto next. I actually remember opening a lot of 2018 update. And oh, sorry about that. A lot of 2018 update, and just being excited to get Ichiro's. But I do also remember opening one pack, and Ichiro was the last card. So maybe they, like, screwed the packaging, and Soto was, like, the top card of, like, the next pack or whatever. But that would have been cool if it had been like that. I know for a while, like, certain card sets have had indicators. I think Topps, when it comes to their packaging, like, I think they just run the same thing. And what I mean by that is, like, have you ever bought blasters? Like, imagine buying, like, 4 blasters of Topps Series 1, for example, right? This has happened to me in the past. Buy 4 blasters of Topps Series 1. You're expecting, what? It's like 96 cards per box. So you're expecting, like, half of a complete set, maybe more than that. Like, if you're really optimistic about it, you're expecting, like, 90% of a complete set. And you're guaranteeing in your head that you're going to get, like, a big rookie. Oh, here we go. Felix Hernandez now. This is the last little section of this. And you'll open a box, and you won't get a big rookie. Then you'll open a box. The second box, you'll get a decent rookie. Maybe you get some different players than you got before. But maybe you also, like, realize, like, oh, I've opened this pack before. Like, this pack is exactly the same as one of the other ones I opened, except for the inserts. That's happened to me before. I've also had it where it's like, this box is exactly like the one I just opened. And then I'm looking back and I have duplicates. Like, let's say it's a 96 card box. I have 63 duplicates. Like, it's insane to me to think that that's kind of how Topps does it. And it's not just, like, random. But also they have to be able to track their big hits, you know? I also kind of feel like sometimes when Topps will drop the cost of their product, that might be an indication that all the biggest stuff has already been out there and it's already done. Like, if you were collecting in 2021, Topps kept releasing more and more and more base set boxes. The Series 1, the update, 2020 was crazy overproduced too. I don't know if anybody remembers that. Like, go to your local hobby shop. You might still, if it's big enough, you might still be able to find 2020 Topps. Anyway, this stuff is crazy printed, right? You have to, and at a certain point, the price of them dropped. Now, some people will be like, well, that's because the market has more boxes, so that means the boxes are not as valuable because there's more of them. It could also mean that, like, all the big hits are already gone, and everything you're going to get out of these boxes is going to be BS. And if you already have a complete set, you already have the players you want, why are you wasting your money buying those boxes? Like, notice how certain products, when they sell out, they're gone. And then when you see them being resold, they're way expensive. You know, it's because there's a limited amount of these things. And for Topps base sets and update sets, there doesn't seem to be that. But 2018 was the last time those update boxes were not crazy mass produced. So that's why, you know, when I saw those Ichiros, it was like, oh, Juan Soto's coming next. This is going to be sweet. So hopefully you guys liked this binder. Sorry I didn't really talk about Felix Hernandez too much. I'm kind of just getting cards of his whenever I see them for cheap. You know, he's not that popular because he's not a Hall of Famer and he's not from around me. Like, you know, I'm in New York and he pitched in Seattle and Atlanta, so seeing his cards here is great because they're cheap usually. So I just kind of pick him up when I get him, and he's way too good to be forgotten. So, all right, thanks for watching. Bye.